Smilla Sundell from the corners. You've got to return.
She didn't just predict a win. She didn't just promise a knockout. She literally said she would kill Smilla Sundell inside the cage. The MMA world froze. Fans argued. The media picked it up instantly.
In the end of the first round.
But when the fight actually happened, reality hit harder than any trash talk. Because the fighter who promised destruction got completely humbled in minutes. This is the full story of arrogance, pressure, skill, and one of the most viral humblings in women's MMA history. Let's break it down. She is a Swedish-born and nurtured Thais based in Thailand, and relocated to Thailand to train in Muay Thai at an early age. She had been trained in Fairtex Training Center, which is believed to be one of the best combat sports gyms in the world. In both MMA and the Muay Thai, Fairtex already has had a number of world champions. Before MMA, Smilla had a good record in Muay Thai. Even as a teenager, she competed against the greatest strikers. She has a great start that is based on orthodox Muay Thai combinations, clinch control, elbows and knees, distance management. When she moved to MMA, she joined One Championship, the biggest MMA company in Asia. She became one of the youngest champions in the promotion history shortly. She fights in a manner that is based on high volume, striking, pressure-based offense, technical defense, high fight IQ. She's also reported to be not emotional when it comes to finishes and following game plans without becoming emotional. That is an exercise and not so popular with young warriors. Her opponent chose to employ extreme trash talk to market the fight before the fight. Trash talk is a normal occurrence in MMA, but this scenario was too much. The opponent said, Smilla was overrated. Smilla had never been faced with real competition. Smilla could not live under actual violence. Then she said that she would kill Smilla in the cage. Now this statement has become viral. The fans argued over whether it was an advertisement or actual aggression. Media outlets reported on it. Promoters had to address it. In combat sports, the fighters usually announce that they will kill metaphorically. However, this was said in a strong and recurrent manner, thus controversial. Smilla's reaction was simple. No response, no drama, no social media arguments. She remained quiet and geared up for training camp. Smilla was ready at Fairtex and paid attention to striking combinations, clinch dominance, takedown defense conditioning, mental preparation. Her team looked at the tendencies of the opponent, rudely aggressive forward pressure, emotional fighting style, limited defensive movement. The use of heavy reliance on power strikes is high. The game plan was clear: keep technical, keep the distance, and psychologically destroy the opponent. Fight night came in with massive expectations. The hype was very strong due to the trash talk. The opponent went into it confidently and aggressively. She was vocal and appeared to be energized. Smilla entered in an even-tempered way. No emotion, no extra gestures. This was a contrast and already narrated a story. The bell rang. The cage door closed. Trash talk ended. Since the very beginning, the struggle was governed by Smilla. She occupied the center of the cage. Footwork was her method of cutting angles. Her blows were keen and true. She didn't waste punches. She didn't swing wildly. Her opponent attempted to coerce her and fight. Smilla responded in clean combinations. Violent brawlers are used by technical fighters. Smilla did exactly that. Smilla caught a clean combination at the beginning of the round. The opponent wavered over a few steps. This was a psychological turning point in the struggle. The opponent began to think defensively, as opposed to prolonging the energy of trash talk. You could see hesitation, you could see confusion. Smilla increased the pressure. She didn't rush recklessly. She controlled the tempo. Smilla combined various methods: boxing combinations, low kicks and body kicks, clinch knees, elbow strikes, cage control. her opponent struggled with distance management, defense, counter-striking, tactical adjustments. This was not a mere physical fight, it was a technical mismatch. The base in Muay Thai was one of the ways that enabled Smilla to control the clinch. Her suffering knees are exhausted. She suppressed her posture and balance. This aggressiveness of the opponent turned to desperation. The fight was to be halted after an injury. Smilla won convincingly. The killer who vowed to kill her was not even able to regulate speed. There was no controversy, no close decision, no debate. It was dominance. So why did this fight explode everywhere? The trash talk was insane. Saying you'll kill someone in the cage? That kind of statement spreads worldwide instantly. Then the fight happened. And the reality was the complete opposite of the prediction. She talked like a destroyer. She fought like the one getting destroyed. People love seeing that reversal. Smilla's story made it even bigger. She was young, she was calm, she looked like a veteran champion under pressure. Fans respected that mindset. And the clips, they went everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts, millions of views in no time. This fight turned into a lesson. Talk big, get humbled bigger. Following this battle, the popularity of Smilla shot up massively. She was known internationally. Her fans increased in Europe and Asia. One championship presented her as a future superstar on a global scale. She turned out to be one of the youngest winners in big MMA promotions. Her spots were portrayed on YouTube, MMA, channels, sports news websites, social media platforms. She turned into a role model for young female fighters. The danger of extreme trash talk. Trash talk can sell fights, but overboard pronouncements cause enormous strains. If you win, you look dominant. In case of defeat, the humiliation doubles. The worst result was on the side of this opponent. Uncontrollable trash talk and a heavy defeat afterwards. This can damage fighter reputation, fan perception, sponsor opportunities. This is one example that was learned by many fighters. Psychology in or promotions. Psychological warfare is trash talk. Fighters use it to intimidate opponents, build confidence, ticket and pay-per-view selling, and yet it makes a psychological strain. Fighters might lose strategy when they are under the illusion that they are the hype themselves. Smilla displayed the contrary psyche. Ignore noise, follow the plan, execute. Fan and media reaction. Fans responded heavily after the fight. Smilla was highly praised due to her professionalism. Comments of the opponent were criticized by many. MMA experts talked about the psychological effect. The reaction video got millions of views. This match turned out to be an epic demonstration of humility in fighting sport. Smilla Sundell's legacy in development. Smilla is rated as one of the future superstars of women's MMA. She combines youth technical skill, championship mindset, international appeal. Her composed personality and overpowering acts render her sellable in any part of the world. It is the struggle that is mentioned frequently when talking about her psychological resilience. What the opponent said. After the fight, the opponent made confessions. She mentioned pressure, preparation issues, tactical errors, but fanatics had their attention on what was said before the fight. In MMA, the word penetrates the internet. Why this story matters beyond omoimi. It is a moral that anyone can learn. Discipline beats arrogance. Confidence is no match for preparation. Silence beats noise. Execution beats promises. This is in the field of sports, business and life. Final takeaway. You have to play big, you have to play big. When you threaten, you need to deliver. Failure to do so means that the internet will never forget. Smilla Sundell transformed disrespect into dominance. Her rival made the victory into humiliation. That is MMA. And if you love this madness of an MMA story and need more outrageous fight breaks, humiliating beatings, and viral fighting sports moments, press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to watch the next video. Comment below. To whom should Smilla Sundell fight next? And remember, in MMA, trash talk fades. Only the cage tells the truth.